Hello, good evening. Welcome to our 10th lockdown consecutive webinar session. Today we are going to have a session which is most wanted of the hour regarding homeschooling. Actually, we don't know how many days we are going to have our children at home without normal schooling, and so we are expecting our faculty Ambika madam to give us the guidelines regarding homeschooling. Before going to our session, we have few formalities to be followed as usual. Now, small presentation about our CARE, Chidambaram Academy of Refinement and Enrichment, presented by our CARE trainer, Sahana. Over to you, Sahana.
Okay, ma'am. CARE, Chidambaram Academy of Refinement and Enrichment, was started on 5th September 2006 and named after the renowned freedom fighter, Mr. V.O. Chidambaranar of Thoothukudi. The main objective of CARE is societal development to human resource development. We have easy accessibility. CARE has 11 zonal offices across South India, namely Madurai, Tiruchi, Kovai, Vellore, Chennai, Hosur, Puduvai, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, and Kerala. Services offered by CARE: training and development, guidance and counseling, legal support, recruitment, other services like corporate films and training videos, corporate magazines, GST services and training, translation works, and event management, and CSR activities. All our activities and services are guided under our founder director CARE, Dr. R. Krishnamurthy, professor, psychologist, trainer, advocate, and social worker. And also by our joint director CARE, Mr. S. Balachandar, director, ELM World Academy, Hosur. You can contact us in the following mobile numbers. Also visit our website for more information. You can also write us for any queries in the following mail ID. Join us through social media by subscribing to our YouTube channel for free motivational videos. CARE HRD for Success. All our online sessions is being shared in the YouTube channel. Also find us in Facebook, CARE HRD India. Now, to formally welcome our chief guest, I request our chief guest to please accept the bouquet as a token of our love.
Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sahana. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, Sahana. I think now the participants will be aware of what we are doing. Next, I invite Mr. Suresh Kumar, Senior Coordinator, Alliance University, Anekal, to deliver our inaugural address. Over to you, Suresh sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Dear members of CARE Society, I am very happy to welcome you all for the wondering webinar on homeschooling by our facilitator, Ms. V. Ambika, on this evening. The concept homeschooling today is a need of an hour to the society. We always give the most importance for education than any other status. Man, with his intellectual senses, created powerful tools for survival, such as money, God, etc. But the quest for knowledge and learning has begun from prehistory of human society. During that time of prehistoric period, until the industrialization, the food, medicine, and education was not so commercialized. But today, though the people of modern era is bonded with commercialized services, we are struggling to adapt to the value education which is connected to self, society, and nature. Homeschooling is legally accepted in most of the developed countries and in India too. There are development policies by government to facilitate such as National Institute of Open Schooling, Open University, etc. Still, the awareness is not being cascaded to the common public. I am extremely happy for today's session to spread awareness on the concept of homeschooling. I am happy to introduce the presenter of today, Ms. Ambika, who has rich experience in industrialization sectors, training and development, counseling, etc. She is a transactional analysis and NLP-based counseling practitioner. She conducted more than 50 behavioral studies of people, and she is a member of SATA, NHOD, TIPSO, etc. She has service in JCI more than a decade, and she is a national trainer which is proud. I trust Ms. Ambika will clear all our doubts and fears regarding the concept of homeschooling. Thank you. Be blessed by the divine.
Thank you, Suresh sir, for your wonderful introduction. Now we are going into the main picture. Before that, we cannot change the world, but we can change ourselves. So updation is the tool to last long. Are you all ready to update? I am ready to learn for my children. I think so you also. Along with few requests, I hand over the platform to Ambika Madam, and the few requests are, if you have any doubts, please type it in the chat box. The presenter will clarify the doubts at the end of the session, or raise your hands during question answer session. You will be unmuted and you can ask the questions to the presenter directly. You can also provide your name, WhatsApp number and city to have further updates of our program. Yes, everything is set, madam. Over to you, Ambika Madam. Platform is yours. Rock it.
Thank you, Geeta Madam. Thank you so much for the beautiful introduction and the professional way of handling this online platform. Kudos to the entire team of CARE who have been doing a great job amidst of all the pandemic panics and everything. Kudos to each one of you. And my special appreciation and thanks to the founder of CARE for laying a stepping stone in doing a great thing called CARE in the name of CARE. So now, I'm going to have this session in English and Tamil. Is it okay, or can I move in English only? So unless I get any further.
Yes, madam, you can go on. If we have any interruption, we will just will inform you. Okay.
Sure, definitely. So it is really very nice that somebody is telling you that I am there for you, I care for you. So this academy is one such, and Sahana, beautiful introduction of CARE by Sahana. Thank you very much, Suresh sir, for the beautiful introduction of myself. And I thank the Almighty for giving me such a great opportunity by Krishnamurti sir to meet all of you. I can see a lot many professors here, lot many learned people, highly educated people amongst us. I'm really glad and happy to be here in front of all of you. Hope I will do a lot of justice to this session. Now hereby I'm sharing my screen with all of you. Is it visible?
No, madam.
Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay. So, homeschooling. So this is the topic of the day. And so before that, I would like to say namaste and pranams to all the people who care and who are with CARE. So when I say namaste and pranams, it is an Indian tradition that you say it back to the other person who say namaste and pranams, right? So let us do this today. Namaste and pranams to each one of you. Please join your hands and press it and keep it in the middle of your chest along with me and say this namaste and pranam. Yes. Now you join your hands and keep it in your chest and see that your shoulder levels are straight. When you do this, your shoulder levels are straight. And now I want you to make a little bow. When you bow, You need to touch your
Excuse
tip
me,
of-
madam.
Yes.
Your audible is very feeble, it seems.
Okay.
Okay, when talking, you just hold it nearby and
Sure. Definitely. After this activity, I will just do a
okay.
few seconds. Yeah. So when you do this, this folding of the hands and in between your chest, you can see your shoulders straightening. You can see your shoulders straightening. So when you do that press, your shoulders are straightening, and now you need to touch the tip of the nose to the tip of your fingers, as you see in the picture, like this. Tip of the toe, tip of the fingers to the tip of the nose. When you touch it, you can see a beautiful stretch on your neck. Can you see that stretch? Can you feel the stretch here? Yes. Now you just stretch. Yes. See how beautiful the stretch is. And now you just bend back and see the stretch in the front of your neck. And feel the stretch here in the front of the neck. Yes. And now when you stretch towards your right side, you see the stretch on your left side of your neck. Feel the stretch. Feel the stretch. And now when you stretch towards your left, you can feel the stretch on your right. And see how it's painful when you do the stretches. Yes, so for this beautiful activity, I would like you to do a small massage. Take your fingers and take the right hand and do a small massage to your neck. And you feel that this is divine feeling. Yeah, a gentle stretch. Okay, Mr. Durai sir, why are we continuing in English? Let us start in Tamil. We are not comfortable. Okay, sure. Kandipa sir, I hope everybody is okay with Tamil.
Sir, few people are coming from other states also, so they will not understand. So, madam will talk in both the languages. If we have any interruption, she will continue in English.
Sure, yes, that can be done. Yeah, both English and Tamil. Yes. So, இப்போ நம்ம இந்த மாதிரி stretch பண்ணும்போது you see how beautiful this is. Why are we so particular about this neck? Because neck is the only portion of your body where your head and the whole entire body is connected by your neck. எவ்வளவு பெரிய விஷயம் இல்லையா? So the neck is the only portion. அது மட்டும் தான் உங்களை வந்து head and the body portion connect பண்ண வைக்கிறது. So அதை நீங்க எவ்வளவு அழகா பார்த்துக்கணும், எவ்வளவு நல்லா பார்த்துக்கணும், So you need to give gentle massage every day to your neck. So this will keep you active. Okay. So now let's move on. Objectives for the session today is what is homeschooling, ancient versus traditional versus modern ways, and homeschooling in pandemic and benefits of homeschooling. These are the objectives of today. So what is homeschooling? So as Suresh sir was telling about the homeschooling, yes sir, Suresh sir was rightly saying about the concepts of homeschooling, which is legally accepted in almost all countries, and even in India, most of the schools are coming forward to accept homeschooling, and we have some few centers where homeschooling students are coming and writing their exams. So one such school in Hosur is Asian Christian Academy, where they allow the students of homeschooling to come and write their exams. So there is two different views of homeschooling in this today's session. I'm not going to cover the legal aspects of homeschooling, and I'm not against any schools also. So let us see two different aspects of homeschooling. So one is treating home as school, and the other one is school in home. So what is home as school? So now we are at home for most of the time. So now we see that school is also inside our home. So home itself appears as a school now. So that is one part. The other part is having home, we are placing the school inside our home. This is the second part. To further understand this, we have two gentle teen members of India who have come up to greater levels using this two different areas. So Abhigya Anand, I would like to introduce Abhigya Anand, who is a teenager from Mangalore. He's from Mangalore and he's a homeschooler. He doesn't go to school. He studies at home with his parents and he has his own choice. He has his own choice of choosing his subjects and he has a master's degree in Bhagavad Gita. And this is the session, this photo is from a session where he was addressing the Bhagavad Gita to the IIT students. And we have seen this Abhigya Anand in the midst of this pandemic area, in this WhatsApp groups. We have seen many videos about this young Abhigya Anand, where he predicted that coronavirus is going to be high in May and it is going to continue and all those things. So he is Abhigya Anand. And you can see all his workings around backside of him. That is his chart where he uses all of his learnings. So this is Abhigya Anand, who is a homeschooler. And I would like to introduce one more gentle teener, and he is Tilak Mehta. Tilak Mehta is from Mumbai. He is a regular school-going person. He has a school from Monday to Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, he does all his business in home. So he's a great entrepreneur, and he uses this Dabbawalas as his medium for his newly found courier business. So he's a great, newly renowned entrepreneur among teens. So these two boys, one is Abhigya Anand and the second one is Tilak Mehta. So both are renowned, budding persons who are very famous. They are becoming great celebrities in this century now. So these two different children are raised in different modes. That is, one is a homeschooler and one is schooling at home. Yeah. So now let us see what was learning in ancient, what was learning in traditional times, what was learning in modern times. So during ancient times, we remember that all the kings, all the so-called sultans, all the so-called rajas, and even Lord Rama, everybody were doing the learnings in Gurukul. So Gurukul, here in Gurukul, what they were doing is, they used to send all the kids to a guru, to the guru's place, where they were not given lots of royalty and they were not treated royally, nothing. They were as much as equal as the other, even Kshatriyas. So this is the type of, this picture will give you a scene of what Gurukul was in ancient times. And you can see they were also giving lots of leadership activities for the kids in the Gurukul, where they can learn leadership qualities. So these were some of the subjects what they were reading that time, they were taught. So these were some of the subjects that were being taught during the ancient Gurukul times. They were phonetics, grammar, they were taught astronomy, they were taught economics, they were taught laws, then art of warfare and fine arts. So these were some of the subjects that were being taught during the ancient time. And this is the method, or the traditional learning method, where we see very commonly. You can see a classroom wherein the teacher is teaching all the students, and you can see another picture where a big board is being used. That is the smart class board, where everybody sees the learning happening. So this here all the subjects is being covered, whether it is maths, history, biology, all the subject is being covered in this traditional learning. And you can see the modern way of learning. Now it is happening in the form of e-learning and mobile learning. So you can see innumerable apps, innumerable the knowledge materials being shared in online. We have lot many books in PDF format and everything. And not only that, the learning is happening even in WhatsApp. So this is the different ways that is being happening in e-learning and mobile learning. Here also you can see lots of subjects being covered. So these are the different ways or the different subjects that were being previous slide. Yes. So this is the traditional method and traditional learning, and this is the e-learning and the mobile learning part. So now let's move forward. So what is homeschooling? And we have seen what is homeschooling. We have seen different personalities who were grown during homeschooling and away from homeschooling. Now let us see how we should do this homeschooling in pandemic period. So Dr. Devika madam, ancient learning, 1 second, I'll just share. So this is ancient learning. This is ancient learning, and this is traditional learning, and this is modern learning. So the learning is happening in all these ways, covering all the subjects. Yes, now what are we going to do this homeschooling in pandemic? What are we going to do in this homeschooling in pandemic? So we have lot many working women amongst us. We have housewives with us. So how are we going to cope up this schooling method, homeschooling method, or the school at home? How are we going to do? So what all should we teach them? What all we should be aware of being taught? So here the during earlier periods or during previous times, the teacher was acting as a mother at school. Now it's the time for the mother to act as a teacher. So now the mother has to play dual role, being a teacher and a mother. So now pandemic is a very beautiful period where you can do homeschooling and schooling at home. So I don't want to take the homeschooling concepts into this session. This is going to be only the parents who are going to take care of the kids, considering homeschooling and schooling at home. So this will be a mixture of both. So now what are the things, what are the aspects that we need to do? How are we going to teach our children? We don't know whether this year we are going to have our academics or not. We don't know how much of the pandemic period we are going to be in. We don't know how many questions each one of us has about the future of our kids. We don't know. So how are we going to handle all this, all these thoughts and all these questions in our mind? So what are we going to do? So let us not worry about much of the academics. Let us not worry about much of these subjects. No, we are not going to worry about the subjects. So let's concentrate on building a beautiful human being in our children. So now let's see the philosophy, the 4H philosophy of homeschooling. Let's see this. So these are the things I wish you all to please follow during this pandemic period. So let us do this 4H. One is the head. One head stands for head. The second one is the heart. The third one is the hands, and fourth one is the health. So we are going to concentrate on these 4 things during our parenting in homeschooling in this pandemic period. So what is this head, heart, hands, and health? So we are going to see each one in detail. So head. Now when we see this head, we are going to concentrate on 2 aspects. One is the thinking and one is the managing. So what are we going to do in this thinking? So in thinking, we would enhance the skills of our children, of our kids, of our, the upbringing persons, by the way of concentrating them to learn, learning to learn. It is not like we are learning to get marks. We are going to learn to score marks. Somebody is going to appreciate us by giving marks, by giving us grades. No, we are not going to go for grades. We are not going to go for getting marks. No, we are going towards learning to learn. We are going to go for the real learning. Real learning. What is that teaching me? What is this one teaching me? What is this aspect teaching me? What is this concept enriching my knowledge? So what is that is improving in me by learning this? So we are going to concentrate on those things that are teaching us to learn. And what are we going to do after this learning? So this is one area, learning to learn. I wish all the parents and teachers and professors to go into the more of learning to learn. And now the second one, decision making. We are going to teach the children how to make a decision. So now you see the industry demand or the employment demand is how you make a decision, how you take a decision, where the children are lagging now. The pass outs of the colleges, many pass out of the colleges are not knowing how to make good decisions. So we are going to teach them how to make decisions, how to take decisions, how to buy things, how to buy a good vegetable, how to buy a not good vegetable, how to make an online payment, how to decide on what payment we need to make. And the next one, the problem solving. How are we going to solve problems amongst us? So the thinking pattern will come in the problem solving way, where you find out only solutions, not only finding out problems. We are going to derive solutions instead of focusing on what these problems are exactly giving us. We are going to derive solutions out of all those things. So we need to educate our children to think critically, thinking out of the box. How critical thinking is important, not only the narrow thinking. We need to think very broadly in terms of globally, we need to think. And what is the service learning? We need to help our children to even learn service learning. So what is this service learning? I'm not telling about volunteering. I'm not telling about social activities here. The service learning, the mode of service. When you feed your mother, there is service. When you feed your father, when you feed your grandparents, there is service in it. Are we doing it? So we need to cultivate this habit of teaching what service really means. Service something is not expecting the other person to give something back. No. You're not going to go and tell your grandparents or your parents saying that, Amma, neenga idu kuduthingna na idu ungalku kudupen. No, teach them the service of seeing them. I'm not going to get anything, having no expectations. So please teach them this service learning. The other aspect of the head is managing. Managing. You need to know that your head is the portion where you manage most of the things. So set your goals. Set your goals. Set day-to-day goals. So we used to set goals for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years goals. I'm going to become a doctor. I'm going to become an engineer or whatever may be the goals. But now it's the time to set daily goals, hour goals and minute goals and even micro goals. So teach them how to do those goal setting, my dear parents and professors and teachers. And please teach the children how to do this planning and organizing. How you plan your, yes, since a particular report, thank you. So how, teach them what is planning. How do you plan for tomorrow's day? How do you plan for tomorrow's cooking at home? How do you plan your day tomorrow? How is your father planning? How is your mother planning? Teach them all this planning. Teach them this organizing stuff. How to organize your things correctly. In which order should I organize? Teach them. You are the best teacher for your child. So please teach that planning and organizing skills to your children. And try to utilize this wise use of resources. You know, now we are not getting all the resources what we require. Many resources are even not seen in the past 100 or 120 days. We have not seen many resources. So how are we going to use the available resources? So please teach them wisely how to use the resources, and also educate them how to keep their records. Whether they are having the records, I mean, as parents take much care in keeping the records or maintaining the records of the children, even the college students. Now it's high time that the parents give this responsibility of keeping the records, maintaining the records of maybe their even their community certificates, even their birth certificates. From then, the reports from the schools, their photo collections, everything. So we'll make them do this. So we are not talking about anything academics. And what is resiliency? When somebody is break down, teach them how you come up with the same spirit as you were broken down. So teach them, and you can share your experience how you were broken down. You know, many parents think, if I share this with my child, if I share this broken down the lifetime experience to my child, he will feel me as inferior. No, my dear parents, no, my dear friends, no. You're the best teacher for your child. Please share your life experience to your children. Say that you have fallen down many times and you have got back in the same speed that you have got up, and you have grown to this level what you are today. Teach them. So this is the aspects of what I want to tell you, considering head. Head has two portions, thinking and managing. So in this way, we can move on to the second head, which is the heart. So heart, things related to heart. Things related to heart are two different aspects. One is the relating and one is the caring. So relating, what all we can relate? We can relate in communications. How we communicate with our relations. See, for this, I have a beautiful, beautiful question to all of you. Do you talk to the same? Do you talk in the same tone as you talk to the other person? Do you talk to your child in the same tone as you talk to the child and the neighbor? No, we don't do. Do you talk to the same tone to your husband or spouse as you talk in the same tone to your friend? Do we talk in the same tone, my dear friends? No, we don't talk. Why? Neighbors come and go, relatives come and go, friends come and go. But we treat them in high position. But how about our well-wishers, our family members who are there for us all the time? Who are there for all the time? Our children are there all the time. So do we talk with them softly? How we do that? So how we do that? Yes, we talk harshly sometimes. See, I give you an example, a picture appearance for you. Yeah, I'll give you a picture example for you. This picture appearance I have seen in one of my friend's house. One of my friend's house, where the children were having their breakfast, and the mother, she just took bath and she came to the place where the children were having breakfast, and she was about to sweep the floor, and she took the broom in her hand and she just came out of the like after taking bath, and to dry her hair she just left her hair loose. So now you can imagine the picture. the parent, the mother is with a loose picture of her hair. She's having a very long hair, and with the loose picture of her hair loosened, and she's having a broom in her hand for sweeping the floor. And the children are having their breakfast. And now she says, and she sweeps and says, see, my dear children, you're not doing your homework properly, with a loud voice and with a very commanding voice. And imagine the picture, how it gets registered in the children. The mother with the loose hair, long hair, and with a broom in her hand. Can you imagine? So she appears like a Bhadrakali to her children. Is that what she wants to convey? No, she doesn't want to convey that Bhadrakali portion. No, she wants to convey that they can do better. The children can do better. But is that communicated to the children? No, it is not. So please see to that your communication are reaching correctly to whomever you're talking to. And the second one is the cooperation. How children are cooperating with you. How students are cooperating with you. How your parents, how your in-laws are cooperating with you. Show them. Teach them all these things. And social skills. Now we were already lacking social skills. We were already lacking social skills. Now in this pandemic, like if we see a human being coming here and there, we have a back, we set our back ourselves, seeing that maybe this person is being affected by corona, I need not go to him to talk. No, I'm not going to go and talk to him. So now even the social skills has been, a lot of gap has happened. So how are we going to bridge this? So teach them the social skills and teach them this conflict resolution. What is conflict? Difference of opinion. You have a different opinion, I have a different opinion. That doesn't mean that I'll have to fight with them. No. I respect them for they have their own opinion and I have my own opinion. I respect each one of your opinions and I care for each other. I need not shout at them. I need not quarrel among them for having a different opinion. No. Teach them this. Teach the children, teach the young children, teach the budding citizens like this. And accepting differences when you know that the other person is so different, when you know that the other person is having a unique thought than you, please accept it. He or she is not the same as you and I. They have their own differences. Accept them. Teach this acceptance and caring. Heart is known for caring. Show them the empathy. Make them place in the shoes of the other person and take that feel. Just feel that feel, how it feels. Show the concern for others. Show what sharing is. No, sharing is a great, noble thing that each one of us should know about this and teach about this to the children. And nurturing relationships. We've always shown the bad side of each one of us to our own first family members. We have shown all our bad side. When are we going to show our good side to our family members? In showing that I care for you, I nurtured you, I am there for you. When are you going to show all these things to your children? We have shown only the bad side most of the time. So when are you going to open your heart and say this relating, caring things to your children? When are you going to teach them all these things? Please do that. And the third H, I would like to say this third H as the greatest one, which is hands. Giving and working. The two aspects of hands are giving and working. That's all we know. We don't know about harassing somebody using our hands. We don't know about, lifting or pulling down somebody. No, we know only two aspects of hands, which is giving and which is working. So teach the children of the power of giving. Teach them this. Now here I come to the community. Now here I come to the community part, service volunteering. What is this community service and what is this volunteering? Volunteer, I give myself to the community. I give myself to the service, expecting nothing from the community, expecting nothing from the service. This is volunteering. When you expect something of what you give, in return, if you expect, that is not volunteering. No, that is not. Volunteering is just surrendering yourself to the community, surrendering yourself to the service on what you do and what you say. That is complete volunteering. Teach children this. Teach children how to clean. Teach children how to, respect. Teach the importance of each and every human being who is in front of us. Teach children the power of giving. Teach children the gift of the leadership each one of us possess. Not few only, no. We think only few possess this leadership. No. Each and every child born is a leader. We can sharpen the skills of the leaders. We can sharpen the skills of the, the less used leader powers of a child. So that is why leaders are born. We say leaders are born. We can also create leaders by saying them that you are a leader, sharpening their leadership skills, give them responsibility. See what big nothing is going to happen by giving them leadership. Tell them that you can be a one-day family leader. Tell them you can be a one-day mother. Give them that leader. Give them that the so-called make them feel the pride of being a leader. Make them responsible for their actions, my dear friends. By making what decision and the effects of the results, make them responsible. Make them responsible for every actions they do, my dear friends. These are the beautiful things that you can enrich your child. And contribution to the group. See, we are there in all the groups. We are there in all WhatsApp groups. We are there in Facebook groups. We are there in WhatsApp groups. We are there in many community groups. So how are we making our children contribute to that group? We say, I am there, I am contributing, and why should my child or my son or my daughter contribute? So when you contribute, when you say that you're a member and when you say that you're contributing, your family becomes a part automatically, whether they are paid subscribers or they are paid members or not or whatever. Your family automatically are in the group. So it is a beautiful platform that you can contribute to the group. Your children can contribute to the group. And see how much of happiness you get when this contribution is happening, my dear friends. So this is giving. Now let's move on to the next aspect of working. So hands not only give, right? We also work to earn money or work to be together. Work to be amidst of all the panic things happen. So teach them this working. See, knowingly, unknowingly, our parents, used to tell us, market us from the childhood, saying that my child plays very well, my child sings very well, my daughter dances very well, my son plays cricket very well. These are the marketing things our parents used to do for us, knowingly or unknowingly. So why not we do something? Teach children to market themselves, to do things which are marketable. See, I know many children who do cakes, small cupcakes for their own hobbies, and they earn money and they earn pocket monies by selling their, cakes, cupcakes. And I know many children who do their artwork in painting in the eco-friendly format, and they sell their painting and they earn their pocket money. So teach that useful skills where they can earn something for themselves. So they feel like even my my in thing, the art thing is being respected, and I am honored with some amount so that I can earn. I'm eligible to earn. Teach them, and teach them this teamwork. My dear friends, teamwork is the essential one in this century. Teamwork is the most essential aspect which is missing in most of us to meet many demands of the society now. When you come as a team, when you work as a team, you can achieve much greater things in this world. So come as a team. Be prepared how to work in a team. My dear parents, my dear children, learn how to work in team. Come what may. You may cry, you may shout, you may disagree, you may not accept somebody, you may get rejected. Come what may. Face it. You may have fear. You may have fear to speak your word there. Face it, my dear friends. Face it. And get self-motivated. What is self-motivation? Ask. If you don't know somebody, you can ask your parents. Your parents are always available to teach, to make you enrich. Make them self-motivated. So these are the things I wanted to share about the hands, which are giving and working. Now let's move on to what is called health, which is the greater importance of now, presently, this hour, the need of this hour. Now let's see this health in two different concepts. Let's see in these two broader concepts of living and being. So what am I doing for my living? How am I concentrating my health on my living? Are we making a healthy lifestyle? We know what a healthy lifestyle is. We know. We have all the information. We are highly knowledgeable of what a healthy lifestyle is. Are we doing that? Are we passing it on to our children? Please check, my dear parents. Please check, my dear children. Are we making a healthy lifestyle? And see the choices what you make. Is your choices healthy? Is it for your living? Or is the choice making somebody down? What is the choices that are making? And how are you managing your stress? Each one of us are having stress in their own way. The industrial people, the salaried people, the employed people, the newly started business people, the startups business people, the children. Who are worried about the stress in the children? Who are worried about the children? No one is worried about the children. We feel they're enjoying their vacation. They're enjoying their the online classes. They're enjoying their WhatsApp classes. They're enjoying their chatting with their friends. Who knows what the stress they are having? Talk it out, my dear friends. Talk it out. And disease prevention. Are we doing this? We have seen lots and lots of videos, WhatsApp videos about the immunity boosters, about the, that healthy drink or the kashayam or whatever. So you see and you just switch it off. Or you see and you forward it to your friends. And they say, wow, thanks for sharing. And they forward it to somebody. They say, thanks for sharing. This keeps on rotating. What are we doing by this? Are we doing anything out of that on seeing that? Please make a note of this disease prevention, my dear friends. And personal safety. in whatever you're doing, in how much ever space you're there, in how much ever area you're living. See to that you're personally safe. Not only outside, internally also. Feel that personal safety inside your emotions, inside your mental health also, my dear friends. And the second aspect of health is being. I love this word being. I love this word being. Why? Because are we being to ourselves? Being is what? Just be as you are. Just be as you are. Can you be as you are? Or are you having a mask? Just find out, my dear friends. Are you wearing a mask or just you as you are? Are you there as you are or you're wearing a mask? Your friend is coming, you're wearing a mask. Your relative is coming, you're wearing a mask. Your friend is on a phone, you're wearing a mask. Your spouse is calling, you're wearing a different mask. அப்ப யார்கிட்ட தான் நீங்க உண்மையா இருக்கீங்க? No, you are cheating yourself. You're not as you are as you were born. So what is it being? Just be as you are. You need not worry about who cares, who sees you. No, just be as you are and see what is that happening inside you. And have self-respect for you, my dear friends. See, amidst of all these life happenings, amidst of all the backgrounds we have, amidst of all the nonsense things that each one of us done in the earlier times, have self-respect for you because you are you as you are today. Only those things has taught you to become who as you are today. So please be more respectful. If you are not respecting yourself, then who else is going to respect yourself, my dear friends? So please respect yourself. And self-responsibility. So we talk a lot about this self-responsibility to others. We give lectures and lectures for self-responsibility. Just think whether we are just keeping the same, the tumbler which you have coffee or your tea or your water, just are you keeping in the sink that it should be washed? Are you doing this simple thing? Is this not your responsibility? Is somebody else, like your mother or your maid or somebody else whom you want to take the tumbler and keep it in the sink? Is that not your responsibility? So if you're not able to fulfill that small responsibility, how are we going to manage the responsibility of this huge nation or the world or the society? It starts from you, my dear friends. The children, the future of tomorrow, and the character. My dear friends, character is simply the personality what you are. See each and every minute, observe each and every minute how you speak, how you talk to others, how you behave, how is your face expression, how is the tone of your voice. That is the character of you, my dear friends. Just observe what you're doing. Just see yourself outside from you. Just observe as the other person is observing you. Just come out of you and see you. You can see what character you are, my dear friends. Teach this to your children. Teach them to improve their character. The next one is managing the feelings. So here, feelings are many feelings. We have hurt feelings, we have disturbed feelings, we have past feelings, we have happy feelings. We have so many feelings. How are we managing those feelings? When you manage your feelings, you will raise as a self-controlled person. we have, I don't want to use any negative terms. So we have seen many cases in and around India about boys behaving bad with children, the men behaving bad with women, or women abusing men. We have seen so many things. See, when you're managing your feelings, when you are raised as a self-controlled person, you're easily managing your feelings. So you become a good being there. And for all these things, I bring this self-discipline as the last point and the most important point, which I want you to register. That's why I kept it in the last. That is the self-discipline. Nobody is watching me. Nobody is seeing me. Why should I always be right? Nobody is hearing to what I am telling you. So let me use some abusive language. I don't have my subordinates with me. I don't have my superiors with me. So let me sit in a very casual way as I want. I do this today. I don't do this today. I skip the other day. So who is going to watch me? So what is this, my dear friends? I want you all to watch all these aspects of each one of you and your children. Why I say you and your children? You are the replica of your children, my dear friends. Your children behave in the same way as you behave. Your children talk in the same way as you talk to them. They are just your mirrors. You can check this with your children today. You can just check with them and you can see that it is the same replica, the duplicate of the things that you are doing to your children. So these are the 4 things I wanted to share to you all, my dear friends. So the 4H1. So now let's see all the benefits out of, so we have known all these stuff, all these, whatever we were talking from the past 45 minutes or 1 hour or so. So benefits of whatever we have done, this 4H, what you will get benefited. Without benefits, we are not okay, right? So let's see some benefits, what we get out of this. Being this 4, we get a holistic improvement. We get a holistic improvement. You know, there is a Tamil saying, in a jovial way, saying that Aalum valaranum, arivum valaranum, they say, right? So this is the holistic improvement, not only in one way, in the whole way. Spiritually, personally, professionally, the way you behave, society, everything, that's a holistic improvement. And you can enjoy the freedom of living. You will know the real freedom of living, my dear friends. And you're always present and future ready, irrespective of whatever pandemic comes. How many ever days you are locked down, how many ever resources you get or not, you're always present and future ready, my dear friends. And you are finally a happy human being. So what else we need, my dear friends, as benefits? What else we need as benefits? We have holistic improvement, we have freedom of living, we have present and future ready people here, and we have happy human being. What else? So these 4H are sufficient for all of us, for parents, for children, for everybody. So these were some of the objectives of this session that was met, and let's see, these are the recap. So we saw what was homeschooling, and we saw about ancient versus traditional versus modern learnings and homeschooling, and we have seen the 4H homeschooling in pandemic. And we have seen some of the beautiful benefits of homeschooling. So I come to the end of this session. And I thank each one of you for being there. And you can post in all your questions. You can post in all your, like comments or query or feedback to me, to my personal mail or phone number, or directly here. And I thank CARE for being for all of us and giving me this great opportunity, to share my views today about homeschool to all of you. And thank you so very much. I also thank all the participants who are here with me. We have total of 76 participants. Thank you. And I hand over the floor to Geeta Madam. Thank you for the great session, each one of you. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for being in line with me. I take this opportunity to share my gratitudes to Krishnamurthy sir and the entire team of CARE who are caring for this great society. Thank you so very much. Thanks for all your valuable time. Thank you so much. Over to you, Geeta Madam.
Yes, thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you for knocking at our heads and said what is important than studies. Parents are the best teachers. They follow what we do and what we speak. So we have to align ourselves. Thanks for putting spotlight on our responsibility, madam. Like the accent of happy human being. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so very much, madam. Thank you.
Okay. And now the question answer session. You can shoot your questions now. You can either type in the chat box or you can raise your hands. We are having just appreciations, madam. Wonderful presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Janani, you can ask your question. Yeah, please.
Yes, you can ask.
Ma'am, do you have any insights on where we can associate ourselves, any institutions? Where do we get that information where we can associate ourselves and get guidelines on how to proceed further in homeschooling? I mean the subject-wise guidelines from some institutions or something like that. I would like to know where we can get such information.
Yes, ma'am. You can personally send me your mail ID so that I can send you the link, ma'am.
Okay. Okay,
because it is to be done legally.
Okay.
So I can share you the link and you can proceed from there.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Madam, one more question in the chat box.
Yes, ma'am.
Abhignya Anand methodology, can it be promoted?
It depends upon the parents how you take it. Actually, Abhigya Anand's parents they were in US, so they were against this Christian method of upbringing in school. So they did not want to move further in that Christian method. So they adopted homeschooling. So it depends upon the religious aspects of the school and the thinking of the parents, how they want their children to be brought up. So it depends on the parents again.
Hello?
Hello, yes?
Okay, madam, okay.
Yes.
Participants, any other questions? Okay. That's all, madam. Only we got a lot of appreciation.
Thank you.
Next, if any further questions or doubts, you can mail us or WhatsApp us to our CARE mail ID. Now we can go to vote of thanks. Vote of thanks by our joint director, Mr. S. Balachinder. Over to you, sir.
I can see Raghavan sir here amongst us. Thank you, Raghavan sir, for being with us from the beginning of the session. Thank you so very much. And if you want, you can share your views, sir. Geeta
Should I
ma'am?
have?
Yes, ma'am. Can you please unmute Raghavan sir? He wants to.
Yeah, I'm unmuted. Okay, he's unmuted. Raghavan sir, you can talk.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much, Mrs. Geeta Pandeyappan, and thanks, Dr. Krishnamurthy, for letting this impertinent guy inside your meeting. And first of all, Ambika, madam, I've never seen you like this. You just rocked. Okay. And, you know, all these are simple, kind of moral instruction lecture, but you made it so sweet. And you know what? The way you have done, especially the the hands. There are two aspects of hands: giving. I like giving hands, and working. Fantastic. And then health, living and being. Oh my God, scintillating, man. This is awesome. This is you have done so much, and that too, especially when you cover this point, self-discipline. You are actually saying one of the Upanishad story that you must be disciplined even when you are alone and nobody is really watching you. Oh, that's fabulous. I do not know what context brought you here on this subject, but definitely I enjoy. I've seen you in many other forums, but I've never seen you so vocal and so affirmative with all these kind of points. This is on your presentation, and I would like to, with the permission of Dr. Krishnamurthy, I would like to mention a few words to this. For the rest of the participants, I'm a local Rotarian, and I'm a poor chartered accountant, and I'm a fan of Dr. Krishnamurthy and, of course, Dr. Ambika. I do not know many of you here. The one thing which I felt and which has been common, forums is that we should be visually available to listen to the speaker, and we should be in a good enough posture. So I saw somebody very casual, and then I wrote to Dr. Krishnamurthy, and in fact he has closed down all the videos. So as a mark of respect to Ambika, okay, I request all the participants to be like this. And fabulous work, by the way, Dr. Krishnamurthy. 88% or 87% speak. Ambika, you lost your count. Actually, it is 77 towards the end. But when I saw the peak number was 87, I've been in the process of conducting many online meetings, Ambika. I must tell you, this is a stupendous number. This is an awesome number. And all of them were really attentive. Yeah. And a drop of about 4 or 5 towards the end means it is a very successful presentation, very, very impactful presentation. And as usual, I pick up some cues and things for me to copy and replicate in my own meetings there. That's it from me. Mrs. Geeta Pandeyappan, back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your comment.
Yeah.
Actually, Shahana, you can share your screen. And this is about our next program. Join us for the next program on Saturday about interview is a cakewalk by Mrs. Shiny, placement officer, at 6:30 in the evening.
Oh, okay, fabulous. Fabulous. How often do you meet, do you conduct this program, Mrs. Geeta?
Actually, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Okay, twice a week. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fabulous. It's a nice topic.
Okay, next we go for the vote of thanks by our Joint Director, Mr. S. Balachandra. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ambika ma'am. Excellent program. ஆளும் வளரணும், அறிவும் வளரணும். மிக அருமையான இது. Excellent. Children are watching the parents. So other than parents, nobody can mold the children. It's an excellent thing. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for our excellent program. And we would like to thank our introductory speaker, Suresh Kumar, who introduced you. Thank you, Suresh Kumar. Thank you. And our thanks for Mr. Shankar Success Media, our technical team members, JC Bala, and Sahana and Nandu, our younger trainer team, and our Geeta for the excellent coordination. And on behalf of our Dr. Krishnamurthy, thanks for all the participants. Thank you. Thank you all. Thanks, Geeta.
Thank you, sir. Thank you everyone for traveling with us. Hope, sir, you are updating and implementing everything you are learning and will bring good changes to our society. See you all on Saturday. Till then, it's bye from Care. Take care.